Hey everyone, so today we are still at Wilderness Lodge. However, we have moved 5 floors down from the 7th floor to the 2nd floor, and we have a courtyard view, which looks really pretty. And it looks like it's about to storm, so we might see that in this video.
There's some thunder and lightning going on, so we'll see how it looks by the time we get over there. But yeah, we've moved from that really cool standard view where you can kind of see Magic Kingdom down to courtyard view, and here the courtyard is like the middle area of the resort where the pool is and all that stuff. So
it's basically a pool view.
Yeah, it's kind of a pool view. There's some trees, like there's just a lot of stuff out there. So we'll show you that here in just a second.
Yes, and one thing that Wilderness Lodge does that no other resort does at this time is you can upgrade your room for $99 a night, not per person but per room, to club level. So we did do that this time. There are some things you don't get with that, but we'll explain a little more at the end of this video after the walkthrough.
Yeah, so we'll explain how that goes, but right now let's just go and check out the room. All right, so here we are, and these rooms, again, as we mentioned in the last video, have not been remodeled recently. They are eventually due for a remodel, and I would say by the 50th anniversary in 2021, I'm sure they will be done by then, as will like pretty much every other room here. On your right, when you first walk into the room, you do have some drawers for storage, as well as a mini fridge down here. And again, it's the larger mini fridge that they have in all the older resorts. You have a single serve coffee maker, not a Keurig, but they do have the coffee packets and everything here available for you as well. And then the picture on the wall here is different than the last room we were in. The last one was Montana, I believe, and this one is just kind of the entire Pacific Coast, Pacific Northwest states. So that's kind of an interesting picture there. It's got like a map of all those, again sticking with the Pacific Northwest theming. The closet here on the right is rather large. You have a lot of space for storage on the shelves, as well as some hanging area over there. Now, these rooms here are not club level rooms, so we don't get to have fancy robes. We are not fancy enough to have robes down here on the 2nd floor. Those are only up on the 7th floor for the club level rooms. Over here on the left is the bathroom area, and again, there's no door here or no curtain, nothing like that. It is just an opening here to the bathroom. I want to point out this wallpaper because I think it is some of the coolest wallpaper I've seen anywhere besides the Animal Kingdom Lodge rooms before the remodel. I think it's just really cool because it's textured and has all these leaves on there. I think it's pretty awesome looking. You do get a double vanity here in this room. There's 2 sinks and plenty of counter space, as well as a secondary little shelf here where you can store all of your toiletries and such. You do get a few extra toiletries being here at a deluxe resort, but you may notice there are less here than there were when we were in the club level room, and that's just because we're in a standard room now. The mirror is this really cool wooden frame around it, and sticking with the lodge theme, they have the light fixture made of a bundle of sticks, and then the plate that holds it onto the wall is also a bunch of sticks and twine. So it's really cool. They have just that level of detail here in these rooms. Just another reason why this is one of our favorite resorts, and it is my personal favorite resort. Over here on the left is the door to the bathroom area, and as usual, you have your toilet and your tub. It is a tub, not just a walk-in shower. And then one of our favorite features and one of the most iconic parts of Wilderness Lodge, I think, are these character tiles here in the shower where you have Miko, and then you have Dale, and then you have Bambi, and on the other side you have Chip. And next to Chip, don't miss the little hidden Mickey they have right there in the corner. So they do have a little hidden Mickey there in the bathroom, with the not so hidden other Disney characters that they've got in the bathroom area. So in the bedroom area, we have 2 queen beds, and these rooms have a decent amount of space and walking room in them. As you can see, the beds are not raised up off the ground, so you don't have any under the bed storage. But again, once they remodel these rooms, they will, I'm sure, take care of that, as they are with all the other ones they're working on. The throw pillows on the bed, we've got to point out the adorable little Thumper on those. He's just so cute on all these pictures and all these pillows in the resort. They have another painting on the wall here, and just like in the last room, we searched this painting for any type of hidden Mickeys, and it doesn't appear that there are any. It's just a beautiful picture from, I'm sure, one of our national parks, and just a really cool little thing there. The headboards of these beds are probably the coolest feature of this room, one of the most unique things they have here at the resort. They have carved animals sitting atop the headboard, and they have this entire mountain forest scene kind of carved into the back of the headboard. Really, really cool, really unique, and for this resort, it's just an awesome part of the theming. This is the nightstand in between the two beds, and if you'll notice, there is no plug or USB outlets on this nightstand, so just like any other resorts that have not been remodeled yet, they don't have as many power options here in the room, so just something to keep in mind. You'll need to be plugging up those devices in the outlet on the wall behind there, and you're kind of limited on outlet space here in this room. You do get a chest of drawers with a TV kind of built into this system here, and those drawers are very large and spacious. It is not 6 separate drawers. They're actually just 3 large drawers. There's plenty of room for storing things in there. And then you do have a table and chairs as well, and this table does have a couple outlets built into it, which is good, but those are not USBs to the right. If you are under the age of 25, one of those is a phone line jack. So I know you've probably never seen a phone line in real life, but that's where they would go in the old days. And then the other one is an Ethernet port. I don't think those are actually hooked into anything because I don't see any cords coming out of the back, but they obviously are a holdover from an earlier time at this resort. On the mirror, they have these really cute little silhouettes of pine cones on either corner, which is really fun. And the top of the mirror has this dimmable light, which we didn't even realize was dimmable until our last stay. You can turn it up or turn it down, which is great. You can kind of turn it into a night light. But the picture on that light, we are going to say is Kenai and Coda from Brother Bear, because I think it looks just like them. You can make your own decision on whether or not they are actually Disney bears hidden in the light there, but I think they probably are supposed to be. Before we head out and check out the balcony, I want to point out one more little detail in this room. There is another hidden Mickey here, and I have scoured this picture several times looking for hidden Mickeys, and I was not able to find any. But if you look above the picture, just at these lights right here, see if I can get it to focus on, there we go. The corners where the iron comes together, they have little hidden Mickeys on the lamps. And so even though they didn't decide to put any in the wood scene right there on the headboard, they did put them on all of the lamps above the beds. So cute little hidden Mickey there. Fun little detail, of course, that they did not need to put in, but we know that they love putting those into these rooms. So the courtyard view, let me pull this back. Looks like we're about to get a rainstorm here. Courtyard view gives you a small balcony where you have a couple chairs and a table. And it's not a huge balcony, but it's about the same size, maybe a little bit smaller than the one up on club level. But your view is of the trees and the pathway and this whole courtyard in between the two buildings area. You could have a room that has more of a view of the kind of waterfall up there if you're in the main building on a higher floor, or you could have what we have, which is kind of a tree slash pool view, just depending on where you're standing on the balcony and where you're at. But this entire intersection is considered courtyard. So if you do book a courtyard view, you'll wind up with a view of all of this right here. And that concludes our tour of this courtyard view room here at Wilderness Lodge. Now, we told you we'd tell you a little bit about the club level access. So Wilderness Lodge here is, as you saw, the building across the courtyard and the building over here. And when Copper Creek, the Disney Vacation Club resort, was built, they took that half of the resort and they turned that into Vacation Club villas. So this half is the cash rooms. If you go on the website, it's called Wilderness Lodge. That half is Copper Creek. It's a deluxe villa. Well, because of that, club level, which is the 7th floor, got cut in half, and they lost 50% of their room inventory. So they have a lounge that can hold twice as many people as they actually have club level rooms available. So here at the resort, they have a special program for club level access for people like us here on this courtyard room on the 2nd floor. We can pay $99 per night per room to get access to the lounge, which gives us access to all the food, which I am very excited about. And they also have food from like Whispering Canyon and stuff brought up there sometimes, so that makes me even more excited. Last night they had barbecue and it was phenomenal. You get access to the lounge, you get access to the concierge there, all the little amenities they have. There's very little that isn't included when you have that club level access.
Now, we say that there are some things that are not included, including the 90-day fast passes that you can book. I know a lot of you are looking forward to our video about that. We are putting it together, I promise. But that is not included when you upgrade, because when you upgrade, you do it at the desk when you check in.
Right.
So there's no way for you to know ahead of time. So that's not included. Technically, the tour of the lounge is not included. However, if you ask, they are willing to give it to you. They're not going to deny it.
Yeah.
It's just not automatic.
If you book a club level room, they'll meet you at the front with your name on a clipboard and bring you up and do this whole thing. They don't do that because you've already checked in, and that's when you purchase your access. So they had no way of knowing you were coming or anything like that. But they'll still show you around if you want to know.
And there is a chocolate they give to all their club level guests. That is not included, just because that's a special treat up there. But they have games that you can rent check out. They don't cost you anything. DVDs, all of those are included. And again, all the food, which of course is like the main part.
Yeah.
So they don't deny any of that. They've got coloring books for kids.
There's
and
still
a
plenty of
box
amenities.
of 400 crayons.
Yeah.
That was crazy to see. So all that is included when you do the $99, which if you've got 4 or 5 people staying in a room, that is an amazing deal.
Especially if it winds up raining and you're stuck at the resort. It's really nice to have.
Gives you something to do and lots of food to eat.
It is $99 per night per room, and it is subject to availability. That being said, there's a lot of availability. So unless there are a ton of people upgrading at the same time as you, you're very likely to get that. But again, you have to do it added on when you check in. So you definitely want to get here earlier in the day for checking in, partially to make sure you get it, and also partially so you can take advantage of the food, which happens all day long. So
when you're at club level, it includes the day you check in and the day you check out, all day. So if you come here early, you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner the day you check in, even if your room's not ready. Yep. And same thing when you check out, even though you have to be out by 11, you still have access until midnight that night.
Yeah. So there's a lot of perks with club level, and we'll be doing a huge video later on, a blog post about all the different club levels and what you can do, the perks, and why you should do it, why you should not do it. But that's coming way down the road when we're done, because we still have 3 resorts we haven't even been to club level yet. So
crazy, right?
Yeah. So anyway, that's it for our tour for today. We are going to go. We've got several things we're trying to get done today, and we're still trying to work on getting the car going. Hopefully soon. We'll see. And yeah.
Until next time.
We're here with the ears.